Ba-dum, 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 bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I wanted to start this kind of with like the 50s music sitcom theme kind of thing.
I love it.
So especially because of what we're doing, but it's just I felt like it was necessary.
It
At the same
sets.
time though, I'm pretty sure that was like partially the Cowboy Bebop theme.
It
Like
I
was.
love it.
partially.
Ba-na, 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 ba-na,
Yeah, it's so
ba-na.
great. So like it deserves to be everywhere. I don't know if we can get in oh no, we can't get in trouble for that. That's not how things work,
Oh
right?
no,
No.
for
Like
you,
I just sang it.
for your rendition of the Cowboy Bebop song, no, fuck
No. Like it was
no.
so off.
Let him come after us.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to our little shindig we have going on here. This is Press Play again. If you joined us for the last discussion with Soul, the award-winning Pixar movie. I'm kidding. It literally came out like a month ago.
But I bet it will. I bet it's gonna
We're
win something.
happy. I hope it does. We're happy to have you here with us. This is a little thing we're going to be doing every Friday. It's going to be posted Friday nights. So just remember that. Unless it's late, it's Matthew's fault. So blame
Hey,
him. But yeah, we're going to be doing this every Friday because we are going to be discussing the shows, the millions of shows that are being released this year. Starting with WandaVision. Yay!
yeah, thank you, Disney. Like at the exact time we want to start a podcast, you just have this incredible slate
It was
of
literally beautiful timing.
yeah,
Yeah.
just this infinite slate of TV shows that are gonna come out. It's perfect.
Exactly. So today we are discussing the first and second episode of WandaVision because we were lucky enough to have them both released like late last night, early this morning.
Did you guys know
kind of
that was
thing.
gonna happen? I woke
No
up this
clue.
morning from text.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, I was like, what? 2 episodes?
Yeah,
I know.
no, I was shocked because we had originally planned. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna review like every episode or like discuss every episode and then post it. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, oh shit, there's 2. So
Perfect.
man, a lot of more hard work for us. I know
yeah,
it's tough.
that changed everything.
Anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm Bailey. Hi, if I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Bailey, and that's Matt Austin and Omar Zaki. My
Happy to be here.
my two little pals, my little knights in shining armor,
I
as some would say.
Can I say I am so just like over the moon to be able to talk MCU with you guys. Like this
Oh my
feels like
God.
an eternity since we've been.
I'll
able to
tell
do
you
this.
what, I woke up at like 7 this morning because I'm psycho and immediately turned on the TV to watch this and seeing the Marvel like scroll
Dude,
thing
so much
again.
joy just filled in my heart, man.
Oh my God.
Automatically.
I was like, I had goosebumps, but I was like also cold. And I was like, oh, I should put a blanket on. but oh my God, it was just so nice to see. I was like, I feel home.
It just feels
Dude,
right.
I know. It's such a good feeling, man. Such a good feeling.
It's been
Yeah,
too long.
so we are going to be going through both of those episodes with you guys, just discussing it, everything that's cool, everything we might not have liked. Spoilers, I liked everything. So that and we get to discuss anything we think that's going to happen in the future, maybe, because I have some theories about that.
I know. I cannot wait to hear you guys like theories on this. 'Cause
I just watched the trailer for the first time after watching the first 2 episodes. I had no idea what it was about because I was super
classic
confused.
Omar. With
I kept
this.
thinking, I was like, okay, like I'm gonna ask him later once we're recording, like, what time is it set in and everything. But then I watched the trailer and I'm like, oh shit, okay,
Dude.
I see where this is
Oh
going.
God. Okay. We might as well just start talking about it now.
Let's
Hey
do
guys,
it.
we're
Do it.
diving in.
Let's do it.
So we have them start out in like this 50s theme. So it's like supposed to be a play on like Bewitched. Have y'all ever like seen any episodes of that show?
No.
No,
It's
Explain
from
it to me.
I don't even remember when it was actually, but like it's based in the 50s. And actually, let me fact check that real quick. Actually, fact checker, can you fact check that for me?
oh shit.
No, honestly, he
Thanks.
should already have that info in his head.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's not a fun fact.
It's not
I'll
fun.
find out
Either
first.
way, though, it's supposed to be around that time, that era, and God, do I love it! I love that era.
The
I
moment-
wish we could like normalize wearing those types of clothes again.
Just do it.
I really do. I mean, yeah, I might as well. It's like, what am I scared of? People judging me? But it's
Just real
so-
quick, 1964 to
60s.
1972.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
The moment
60s.
the first episode started, I was like, "This is a Bailey ass show." Like this.
Oh, dude, 100%. Within the first 3 minutes, that's what I thought. And then as it went on, I was like, wait, this is actually really good. Because, yeah, a lot of the jokes they make 100% jokes she would only make and find funny.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is
Thanks.
her.
That's what I'm saying. Like they did so well with like making fun of shows back then because that's how shows were. Like that literally was spot on how like all the humor, all the laughs were and everything. Like that's how it was. And I
Mhm.
loved that. And I think they did it really well. But I also love the fact that because it's like creepy, they combined it kind of had this like Twilight Zone-esque feel to
Mhm.
it about like this spooky unsettledness. Like everything seems normal, but it's not normal. And I love that too because Twilight Zone, one of my favorite movies. Here, wait.
Show.
Let me show the
Wait, it's a movie or a
you
TV show?
It's a
our
TV show.
show.
She's
Can you
crazy.
see
Oh.
that?
Is that
It
a
says
bag?
Twilight. It says Twilight Zone on that little TV right
Oh,
there.
dang, she was
I had
telling
to-
the truth.
I had to show the folks.
The folks
Folks.
back home.
The folks.
Yeah, no, honestly, like that.
But I loved it.
Yeah, that whole vibe. Like, I was curious how much they were going to commit to the like I Love Lucy type, like just like
Mhm.
classic sitcom like that.
Mhm.
And like 2 episodes in, I'm digging it. Like even more than I thought I was. Like it doesn't seem like it's just kind of like this like filter over the show, you know what I mean? It's not like it's just
Yeah.
filmed like that or they're just like speaking like that or something. Like the plot of the like episodes is literally revolving around something that would be like an I Love Lucy episode.
Right.
And
Right.
like that is such a very interesting and bold choice for like the next chapter of the MCU when it's been so long since we've gotten anything. And granted, they didn't foresee that it would be this long, like in between content, but like to come back to it and to it be this radically different coming off of, you know, Endgame, and obviously we had Far From
Yeah.
Home, but like this is the beginning of the next chapter, and it just looks like they're starting off weird, and I'm all for it. Like
Dude, I
this
love it,
is
man. Honestly, it reminded me a lot of like the entire time I was watching it, especially the first half of episode 1. It reminded me a lot of like that 70s show, like those type of episodes
Yeah.
where it's like there's
Oh my god! And then the fact that Kitty comes
yeah,
in.
it helped that Kitty was
I
there too.
lost my shit, man. Dude, I love
When
that
she
so much.
walked in the door, I was just like, "You got to be kidding me!"
I
The
know, I
woman
know.
can't play a role that's based in today's time.
Yeah,
No.
no,
Like
I
she's
love
just
that.
too good.
Yeah.
I was so happy when I saw her as like the
Mhm.
wife.
And she honestly adds to that too, like what you were saying earlier about like the whole Twilight Zone thing.
Mhm.
When they're having like when they're eating at the table and her husband's choking
Yeah.
and she keeps saying like what'd she say?
Help him.
I forgot what
She's-
she
No, she was like, "Stop it!
Stop it.
Oh,
She
stop
kept
it!" But like,
repeating that,
she
and it
kept
was
like
so
saying as
fucking.
if it was a joke.
It was so creepy though, man. Because like
Oh,
they
so
just the
creepy.
camera like zoomed in her face. She just kept saying, "Stop it, stop." I was like, "What the?"
I
fuck?
like didn't understand, and that's what I think. I'm so excited to see them play with this, like
Mhm.
continuing, because the fact that it's like everything is like the whole episode is mostly just like all peachy and like happy and like kind of funny and goofy, and then
Right.
it's this one little scene, like the
Mhm.
one little scene at the dinner table where you're just like, holy shit, and everybody's like really tense and everyone's just staring and not really doing anything.
Creepy, man.
And then like eventually Wanda like tells Vision to help her or help him.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my god. And then he like digs into his esophagus.
Yeah.
But it was intense.
It was, and that's the thing when like the whole show is just that type of like sitcom based, and then when you have these little moments in it, like it just elevates it so much to the point where I was like I am just so interested to see what is actually going on here because I feel
I
like
agree,
some
man.
crazy ass shit is happening.
Oh, I mean, dude, they could go so many ways. Yeah, no, I'm just really excited. Let's have this quick conversation though, because I know we were talking about it yesterday. How do we feel about Vision now? Because I know
I
one of
wanted
us
to
in
ask
here
that. I wanted to
just
see
completely
the Paul Bettany hate.
loathes-
Has it lowered
Yeah.
or raised?
Okay. So I told them yesterday, I finally confessed this and I was like, I cannot stand Paul Bettany. He just bothers me as an actor. Which is it's
as a
I'm
human being.
I'm
yeah,
being
get
ridiculous.
to the deepness of the
I know
soul,
I'm
Bailey.
being ridiculous. There was just something about his acting. I'm like, man, this guy seems super pretentious, and like I don't
You-
really love any of the roles
You
he's
went
in.
after the man's wife.
I did.
did.
Yeah, because
You said,
Jennifer
"I hate his
Connelly
wife,
annoys
too."
Went in, man.
if you and ladies, you'll understand this. If you've watched He's Just Not That Into You, you automatically just grow up with this loathing for Jennifer Connelly. You eventually get over it, but clearly I haven't because I have not grown. So
Well,
But,
how do you
um,
feel
Yeah, now,
about it
what do you
now? How
think?
do you feel about Vision?
he was great.
I was gonna
And
say
that was the thing I like, and that's how quick I can go back and forth, and that's kind of sad that like I don't take a stand with anything,
Mhm.
but yeah, no, He was great. I think it kind of proves that like Vision's character in general, like I get he's supposed to be like that with the comics and stuff, but the way they portrayed his character in like all the movies, you kind
Yeah.
of just don't care about him that much. But in this, you just see him act more human, so
He-
it makes you like him
He
more.
acts more human, and also, and this is like a testament to him and Elizabeth Olsen, right? Like
Yeah.
their acting, and I guess just the way the characters are written too, but they translate super well from like the drama of the MCU to like this is like 80% comedy. Like this is
Oh yeah.
aside from
Right.
the weird shit that we've seen happening so far. I assume it's gonna get more drama and weird
Yeah.
after, but like these two episodes are just like sitcom funny level, and like they translate so much more. Like I mean, I've never had a problem with. I've never gone to like Paul Bettany's core and said it's his fault. I just have never felt an attachment to Vision. But like these two episodes, like this is the most I've ever like liked his character. I just think
Exactly,
his
same
humor
here.
and everything is like
Oh, dude, it works, man.
Yeah, it just
I
works.
honestly I liked him a lot more too. In the second episode where he just like fucking up all over the place. He's like
Yeah,
using
he's
his
like
powers
acting
and
drunk.
yeah, it was
I
pretty
love
funny.
that, dude.
All because
I didn't really
gum just
understand
got
the whole.
stuck into
Yeah, I
his.
didn't really understand that. Like, oh, he swallowed gum. Now he's drunk. But
I think
whatever.
He's
it's
an
so
AI.
cool too how like I feel like it takes a lot of acting skill to be able to be funny with the type of humor that you're given for like a different decade.
Yeah,
It's just like harder to understand, but like you have to it's almost like you have to have the like good enough physical comedy like to
Right.
know the movements and stuff. Don't ask me why I'm analyzing it that hard. I love older movies and older shows, so because of that, I feel like I can really appreciate when people do it really well, and they did it so well, and I loved it. And who is it? Her neighbor,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's in all kinds of shit, right? What's her
Catherine
name?
Hahn.
Yes.
She is like hilarious in pretty much everything I've ever seen her in. So I'm so excited. She's one of like the main people who is going to continue out
Mhm.
throughout this show.
People seem to
Yeah.
think she might be somebody. None of us, like full disclosure to everybody, like we love the MCU movies and everything. We're not like I don't know, Omar. I guess you probably read more Marvel comics than me. I don't know, maybe not. I don't like.
Yeah, I
we're
feel like
not
I've read
as-
most DC.
Yeah, we're not like
comics,
as versed on it. I
but-
feel so. I think just from like scrolling through Twitter this morning, guys, like there's a lot to pick apart about this in like just stuff that people think is going on
Oh,
that
yeah.
relates back to the comics and stuff that we haven't seen in the MCU yet. So, but yeah, they think that that her character is somebody. I can't remember what her name is, but
Hell
she's wearing a
yes.
pin the whole time that apparently is
Oh.
somebody. I don't know. I'd have
from
to
like
look.
Hydra or something.
No, but did y'all see the little Hydra
Yeah,
logo on the watch?
So I thought that was super cool that they had these sitcoms with they also had commercials in the sitcoms, and like the first one was like a Stark toaster or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cute. And then the second one's a watch, but then yeah, when they zoom in on the watch, it has like the Hydra symbol on it.
Mhm.
And I think it even says Hydra.
They think she is Agatha Harkness, a witch who helped train Wanda's magic back in the 70s and 80s.
Hell
Ooh.
yeah. See, I welcome all these theories. I love it. I hope it's like super deep and convoluted. Like the more convolution the better in my opinion.
Give me the
I
convolution.
honestly thought, and once again, I didn't watch the trailer, so I just had no fucking idea. But I thought maybe this was like an alternate universe type of thing, and I thought maybe for
Dude,
like
no,
just in the future or something, even they could maybe use this to introduce the X-Men somehow, because you know, like in the comics, she's like Magneto's daughter.
I mean, this
so
has
it's,
to be linked in some. I mean, you know that everything
thinking,
has
I
a
don't know.
plan.
I
Like,
think there is. I thought I was reading there is something linked to X-Men in this, like something, or there's a theory of how it could be linked to
Right,
X-Men.
right.
So
I mean, dude, they could just do so much.
they really can. I mean, I definitely think she's just like asleep somewhere. Not like asleep, but like in a facility, and she's just like refusing to wake up because she can just keep dreaming like her life she wants with Vision.
well, yeah. 'cause
Which
I mean, you notice.
amen to that, you know?
You noticed that at the end, right, of the second episode, was it when like she all of a sudden magically looks pregnant or whatever, and then they go outside to
Yeah.
investigate the sound, and then that fucking
Like a beekeeper gets
Dude,
up
that
in
was-
the
gets out
sewer.
the
What
ground.
the fuck was that?
I don't know, but he's got a
Perfect.
logo on him that it was the same logo that was on the helicopter that she finds.
Yeah,
Mm.
which apparently that's like
I realized
It's Sword.
It's a company, yeah, a company like Shield.
Yeah, it's like Shield
it's
from the comics,
Sword.
but it's called Sword. And so these people are doing some fucking weird shit to to her, I guess.
I just love that this beekeeper man just climbs out of the sewer.
So
And like
fucking
they're
creepy, dude.
terrified. But in
Yeah,
my
I was
mind,
too.
I'm like, I feel like I would just crack up laughing because I'm like, why the fuck is he a beekeeper?
And it seems like she slightly knows what's going. Like she must have some.
Well, yeah, because she was literally like,
subconscious-
nope.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
and
she's
then
like, "Oh, no."
rewinds, and it's like she doesn't want to break the kind of, I guess, illusion that she's going through. Which
Yeah,
Right.
the conscious state
illusion
she's in.
wasn't that was Vision's name in the Magic Act too?
Oh, illusion, and she was
Interesting.
dynamite or something.
Another
Really
thing, I'm
interesting.
stealing Omar's thunder here too, because this could all been fun facts.
Fun
but
fact.
did y'all notice the box that they do for the Magic Act? The logo on it was the fucking Mind Stone.
Yeah. No, I did
What?
notice that.
Yeah.
No, did
I
not
thought
notice
that was
Holy
cool.
shit.
Go back and look at this stuff. Like, just scroll through Twitter,
Yeah,
man. People have
I'll
found
have
all
to,
this
yeah.
stuff, and it is crazy. Like,
Well,
it's crazy.
That's the thing. Like, I like want to go read like just the giant Reddit of all the things people probably think is going on and all the stuff that people point out that I clearly just missed because I'm so focused on like the fashion. But I feel like I don't also want to know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are
'cause
you guys like me,
I-
where I'm so
I'd rather just
interested,
figure it out.
but I don't want to ever read somebody's opinion that's right. Like, I don't want
Right.
to. I don't want to get it ruined for me. But at the same time, that's just part of like wondering and talking to people. So it's inevitable.
Well, so my thing is, I do that with certain characters, right? Like earlier, you said something about like comics. I've read maybe the comics for like 2 characters, mostly like Spider-Man, Captain America. So for characters like that I already know a lot of, I usually do like to go read and just kind of see what other people are saying, just see what kind of theories are going out there. WandaVision, I've never read a single comic. I have no idea. So I'd rather like be on the side where I'm like surprised the entire
Same.
time,
Yeah.
instead of just kind of reading what other people think that are obviously already like have read the comics, to
'Cause-
just know what to expect.
Yeah, I agree. Because
Yeah.
I completely agree.
people on Reddit, you guys are too fucking smart. Like, I'm just gonna say it.
That's the
You guys
thing.
sit there, y'all with your
Yeah,
TV
they come up
remotes.
with-
You pause it every like 2 or 3 seconds, like zoom in on the frame. You're like, oh, this is what it is, and you end up being right. But like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, it's wild. Dude.
And no, I think it's so fun to try and figure that shit out. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's fun for you guys out there. Do it all you want. But for me, I'd rather just like me be sitting in bed watching this show and then something happens and I'm like, well, was not
Yeah.
expecting that.
Right.
And that's why I'm curious. So like with the trailer, clearly like they're gonna go through a bunch of different times, like different
periods.
genres of time periods and stuff. So I was wondering, I'm like, okay, so the first 2 episodes are like this, and then like it turns into color by the end of the episode.
Yeah, so
so
y'all
I'm like,
think-
are they
Yeah, do y'all
going
think
into like
The black and
Yeah.
white stuff's done now. Like, it's gonna be color.
Oh
and-
yeah, I do. Because why else would they make everything? It's like it slowly started becoming color throughout the episode. Like the lady's hand bleeds. That scene so creepy. Where
Dude,
like
she
someone's
sucked.
just talking. Oh yeah, but I think that's
Fuck her.
hilarious. I don't think it's hilarious that she sucked or like is mean. I think she's a bitch. But my point is, they did the whole like housewife like in charge of stuff and like the like clique leader kind of thing so well.
Yeah,
I
they
thought it
did.
was like really funny. But yeah, she sucked. But like the whole, what were they saying through the radio again? Like to Wanda?
Was he like, Wanda, who's doing this to you? Something like
Oh,
that.
it was who? Oh God, I
Who
will.
was that? In my head,
That
I was like, that sounds
honestly
like
almost-
It
Cap.
sounded so familiar.
Dude, that's yes. I was
But
gonna
is-
say
there's
that's
no
kind of
way.
like Steve
Cap.
Rogers.
I thought it sounded like him, but then when I get on Twitter, nobody's really like saying that as like what they think is going on. So I don't know. But to me, that
Well,
sounded like Cap. I was like, what the
I
fuck
like
I
is-
just-
immediately.
This man
I
just
am-
was rumored yesterday to be coming back.
Y'all saw his
Oh,
little play
wow.
on Twitter.
What did he say?
yeah.
Wait, what did he say?
It was like news to me.
Yeah, and used to me.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Easy
But that
plans.
would be crazy if like that somehow leaked and then it kind of ruined the fact that Cap is gonna like appear in this somehow.
That'd be
You
It
know
great.
what'd
makes
be
sense,
really
too, since he
cool?
time traveled and they're kind of going through time. So
What if he's like a force ghost or something?
Dude, I literally fucking said that yesterday in the group to Matthew and Tyler, dude. I straight up, I was
Really?
like, what if they bring him back as a fucking force
Yeah,
ghost?
he did. What?
That'd be so cool if it's like, with like the Arkham games, how like I don't want to spoil that for everyone. Actually, never mind. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that's gonna play those games. But
Never mind.
somebody follows around Batman, but he's like not actually there. And
Yeah.
I'm like wondering if that's what Cap would be. But I think we're getting ahead of ourselves because we don't even know if that's Cap.
All of a
So-
sudden, now we have Cap just tormenting Wanda.
but like on the other end of it,
Yeah.
like the angel, not the devil on the
Yeah.
shoulder. You know
Well,
what I mean?
Omar saying that though made me think like, I mean, we assume like I think she's in some kind of weird simulation, but could she actually be like back in time in another, because in Endgame they set up how time travel works is you're not really going
Yeah.
back in your own reality, you're back
Mhm.
in time in another strand of it.
Right. Yeah.
And so like when Cap in the end of Endgame, obviously spoilers, goes back, I mean, we don't think that he's in this obviously, but what if he
But,
is
like,
traveling
I mean,
through
Vision
and
it's a
is
possibility.
he comes
the thing is
across this
Vision is
happening and he's like, Wanda, who's doing this to you? What's going on?
Or honestly, and this could sound stupid. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really familiar with this stuff. I mean, he could be speaking to her technically, like maybe even through like another frequency or just something like Iron Man created or something. Since it's
dude.
coming through a radio.
And that's what I'm wondering, like, because there's a part of me that thinks all of this is just like in her head and none of it's real because
she's just, like,
Vision's
tripping out.
technically, spoilers, supposed to be dead. So, like,
Is he?
Vision, yeah.
Infinity War, bro.
I'm fucking joke, obviously.
Speaking of,
he's
did you guys watch the
pathetic person.
little Marvel, what's it called, Marvel Legends before?
Legends, dude.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't.
I watched it.
I'm a bad person.
Well,
and I
no,
don't
honestly, I just have my brain just filters things out and I forget things so easily. So I'm really glad Disney did those because they're each like 6 or 7 minutes.
It's like a recap. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
really?
it's just a quick
Yeah, yeah.
recap of both of their characters. Like the first episode's Wanda, the second one's Vision, and it's just both of them basically start from Age of Ultron because that's where both of them originated.
what a class act of a movie.
I know, right? But it's so funny that the MCU continuously takes like kind of what we view as its lowest points, which Age of Ultron people don't love, but it's like the majority of those recaps are focused on Age of Ultron. And it's like all the shit that happened is like kind of important, and it's like it's just funny that they take that and
Stupid
branch
thing
off
about that
of it.
movie. It's like not a great movie, but it has so much information that we need to know. And James Spader, so like
It does.
it should have been great. Either way, though, yeah, I did not know they had that. Would have been great if y'all told me. I don't want to talk to y'all anymore.
Goodbye.
I'm kidding.
I would recommend watching
I have this weird thing where like when it's involving something I love, I just remember every aspect of it. So like I didn't really need a recap for them, but I want one now, so I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, it just kind of like contextualizes everything that they've been through, even up into because I think the three of us remember the Infinity War Endgame stuff a lot more anyway. It's like we obviously remember what happened to Vision in Infinity War, but like it just contextualizes their relationship even more and like just how fucked up just everything that happened.
Everything is.
That.
I mean, somebody came out. I can't remember who recently, but somebody came out. It might have been the creator of this show and said that Wanda has like the most pain out of every Avenger. Like she's gone through the most stuff.
Well, she definitely has, and I kind of maybe just skipped over this in my brain, but in Endgame when she shows up and she like tells Thanos like you took everything from me or whatever, I kind of forget that. Like, obviously, her brother died, but he kind of died indirectly from Thanos, too, because in the whole plot of,
Ultron?
Like, I know that that's because Tony created
AI.
all that, but, like, wasn't that still Thanos trying? Like, because at the end of that, the after credit scene was like Thanos being like, basically just like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And it's like, that was still the origins of Thanos' plan. So, like, kind of indirectly, he even caused her brother to die too.
Yeah.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Like, literally grew up and was tortured and
all that stuff too.
Like she literally just has the shittiest life, and then she falls in love with an AI, and then that AI somehow dies. Like you don't think it can, but it does.
Oh, but they do it. They rip that Mind Stone right out of his head. But and I also forget this too, and this might be more of a comic thing, but people seem to think that because obviously we see the toaster, Stark Industry toaster, and it kind of is flashing like a bomb. And apparently, kind of Wanda's origin. I can't remember if this is an MC, like if they talk about this in the MCU or not. But like the bomb that killed her parents was a Stark bomb, so they think that she's kind of tripping out all these things that happened to her.
That was in the MCU. It was actually a missile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the Stark.
One. Okay, you're right. Okay, that makes
Holy
sense.
hell!
So
I did not know that.
That's what they think those commercials are things like she's tripping out things that happen. I mean, if y'all notice too, the man and woman in both of them were the same. People think that might be her parents.
Huh.
Interesting. I did notice they were the same, and I was like, I guess they're just like the spokespeople for this world she created.
And they might be. They might be nobody other than that. But
no, that makes no sense. That's just me not thinking into anything.
But that's what it is, because I'm like you, or I think personally, I shut my brain off so much during movies, almost to a like detriment, because sometimes I just miss things. But like stuff like that just ends up surprising me later on, which I think is their intention. But so many other people will catch it earlier on. And like I was saying before, sometimes I wish that like I didn't even read stuff like this, because I mean, what if that's a big thing in like 3 or 4 episodes? It's like, oh fuck, those are her parents. It's like, oh man, I read that on Twitter. but it's not like it's spoiled for me. And
Well,
just
I think a lot of people
thinking about it.
watch TV shows or even movies with the intention of, okay, like right after we're gonna hop on Reddit and create just this
Yeah.
thread of things. So
I mean,
like
and
I
it's
think while they're watching it, they're
They're-
watching it from another point of view.
You're right.
I
Um,
like it just because when I'm done everything, I can get on and read all the stuff
yeah, just
that
kind of
like
see
Well,
all
yeah.
the
it's
weird
just
ass
especially
theories.
when you're super into it, and I think the show's gonna be great. I'm like, is it sad? And I'm not even hating on DC because I love DC, but
Mm.
is it sad that when I was watching this show, I was like, DC could never create a show like this,
How
and it
dare
be
you,
like,
Bailey? How dare
I
you?
just
Fucking
Ben
whoa,
Affleck
whoa,
came
whoa,
out
let me-
today and said
hold
that
up.
he was Batman for his children.
oh
How fucking dare you? Have you just like erased Smallville from your mind, the greatest fucking TV show of
Oh,
all time?
God,
Do you
Dude,
see, by the
Smallville.
way? Are you
Okay,
The
serious?
rest of this
first of all,
episode is not gonna
greatest
be
TV
anything
show
but
of all
Smallville.
time is a stretch, my dude. I loved Smallville, but like this is on a different kind of level. Like all I'm saying is Marvel has capitalized on what they've created in like the best possible way so far, and I'm like blown away by it.
I'll say this: out of all the MCU TV shows that are directly linked with MCU, because I mean, you could argue like Luke Cage and all those Netflix
Yeah,
shows
I guess you
aren't whatever.
could.
Because like Agents of Shield and all that.
I love Daredevil though, and Jessica
Oh,
Jones.
I mean,
so.
it was fucking amazing. Well, yeah, Jessica Jones is arguable. Anyways, I mean, no, this TV show is just like something we've never seen, right? And we have no like they just opened so many doors. Because I mean, anytime you mess with like
So
time
many.
travel or even just an alternate universe or anything like that, or even if it's just literally going through her head, if it's something happening in her head, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, dude,
Like,
and we
sky's the
didn't
limit.
even
You can
we
get
haven't
weird.
even discussed the fact that she's supposed to be in the new Doctor Strange movie, which if she's in that and this is also happening in canon like real world situations, all of it could be connected to something with that. Like the possibilities are endless.
Feige has basically all but said that like this is leading. Actually, I think he actually said it, but he was like, this is just going to lead into multiverse of madness. So.
Which makes sense with the multiverse thing. So,
You want to know how broke? Just real quick, then get to your thing. But my brain is like when the manhole cover was opening up and that B dude was getting out. I was like, what are the odds right now? What's the over under that this ends up being Benedict Cumberbatch is getting out of this manhole getting ready to.
Doctor Strange just comes floating out.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the last episode he pops up or something. Because again, this is supposed to link to it. So
I think he's gonna be in it. I just don't think he's gonna fucking pop up.
yeah, I don't think he's dressed
I
as
think
a
he's gonna
beekeeper.
save her from whatever she's in.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Right.
But I do want to ask what y'all think. So, okay, at the end of the second episode, all of a sudden, big old baby bump, girl's pregnant. I know from the trailer.
I know, and I kind of
like
hate that.
Yeah, and it's ruined, but like it's not ruined, but like
It's
know
ruined, it's
she's
over.
pregnant in another episode because she's in like a 60s, 70s get up kind of retro look, and that's not what she was in this look. So she's gonna continue to be pregnant, right?
Well, I don't even know if
So,
y'all
like-
remember this, but and I think it was in the trailer because I definitely was seeing pictures of it earlier. But I think they show eventually that her and Vision are both holding a baby at one point. So like two different babies.
Interesting.
So, which
two different babies.
Yeah, I can't ever get mad because Marvel.
Maybe they birth the people for the commercial.
Oh my God! What if?
Just fucking stop.
Now
Our
we're just
parents.
up in the stars.
Multiverse.
But you know what I mean? Like Marvel stuff and Kevin Feige, like they are so good at they don't ever give away things that are supposed to be important. You know what I mean? So I imagine the fact that
They've been good with that. Yeah.
I imagine the fact that we I guess know that they're like she's gonna have two babies. I don't know if they're twins or what, but like I don't think it's something that it's like
what
oh man.
would
I'm
a
mad about
half
that.
witch, half AI child look like?
It would just be Jarvis.
Are they gonna
again.
be red?
Harry Potter. I don't
Are they
know.
gonna
Harry
be
Potter.
like orange?
I guess they can be
Because
any
it's
color
like
they
it's a
want.
diluted red.
You know
Or
what I was
pink,
thinking?
I guess.
You know what I was thinking?
Oh, that's close to human. Like that's close to white.
I'm
people,
not
I guess.
liking this.
Vision?
Oh my God.
Vision can make himself look however he wants, right?
Right.
Is the red him also making himself look however he wants, or is the red his default state? Like I know it's
I
his
think the red
default
is his
state.
default.
I know it is
Yeah.
just
Right.
because, but like, could he be green if he wanted to?
No, because
I mean-
that'd be too close to Martian Manhunter.
Well, he could be whatever he wants, but I think his default is red. I just think. Yeah. I don't
Sounded
know.
like I just heard like a bomb go off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hopefully
I'd
everything
make
works out.
you walk out your door. There's just a beekeeper.
Yeah, wait, no lie, it sounded like the tree and the beekeeper.
Jesus.
Because in my head I was like, is he just red because he's like, you know what, I like red, and Wanda's like, you know what, I accept you if you want to be a red man, that's fine.
No, I think isn't that like a comic thing?
Yeah, well, no, it is, but I was just trying to. Yeah, my brain's so fucked up, guys. Like I'm just thinking like.
Sorry, buddy.
I
You
know.
just want him to be like purple.
No, I'm just thinking like, can he just be whatever he wants? And he chose red. Like,
Well,
does
yeah,
he love
technically.
red? Like,
No, I think it's because it's like I'm Tony's like dude. So
Tony's
Tony's little Iron Man suit red. What am I gonna do? Match him because that's important. Coinciding matching. That's what matters when you're a team.
Doesn't Tony hate Vision now? Because isn't Vision the one that shot down Rhodey? Crippled him?
On accident, yes.
Yeah, on accident.
That was on accident, though. I feel like Tony's pretty forgiving.
Did they ever have their moment, though? I can't remember. These movies just are a blur to me now.
Like who? Like
Tony and Vision. Like Vision's like, dude, I'm sorry. Like I
don't think Tony gives a shit about Vision.
No.
He was pissed off when it happened
because he was on Titan on the planet Titan, and Vision died. Your boy Vision.
It's true,
right? Yeah,
but that's what I mean.
Like they never got to have that moment.
Post Civil War, pre Infinity War, did they never like meet up and chat? I guess we don't know.
My guess is they did. Like got a coffee or something.
Because didn't Vision turn off his? Because I remember that scene where Tony's like, "Vision's offline, his transponder's off."
Right.
Like he turned
himself.
Yeah.
Him and Wanda just
we're just fucked off. So
yeah,
I guess you're right.
God,
that was Captain America that found him.
They walked down that cute little corridor, little avenue. Yeah. We're just looking in the shops. It was snowing.
Fuck, and now Tony's dead. Say it's never made up.
It's too weird. We shouldn't even talk about all that because that's just gonna make us too sad and also just make us talk for like 4 hours.
That is such a depressing. Holy shit! Wait, that is almost too depressing when you look back at Iron Man 1 and like Tony and Jarvis are just like buddy, like the best relationship a man has ever had with his AI.
And then you find out that Jarvis is named because it was his dad's driver.
Yeah. But
or whatever.
Imagine that. His AI just became a man, grew legs and arms and a little face, and then he just shot down his best friend, and Tony hated him. Then Vision got the stone plucked out of his head and died, and then Tony snapped his fingers and he died too. God is fucked up.
All right, we're going to steer back away from that. So far, no one is dead yet in this show. So
that's true. But
we don't even know. She could be dead.
No, well,
I'm kidding. She's not dead.
What I imagine is happening is she's alive, whether she's just tripping out, she's hooked up to some machine that's going on, or she's in a different timeline. Whatever it is, like she is alive going through all this stuff. I think Vision is still dead. Are they going to try to bring him back some kind of way? Maybe, but I think whatever she's seeing of him right now, like this is all just an illusion. Like he's not really there. He's not hooked up to anything the way she is. That's my guess.
No. What do y'all think at the end, like of each episode, whenever it shows like a man sitting at a desk or something, kind of? What do y'all think that is?
That's why I think
Hydra?
Hail Hydra. I don't know if what, but like that's why I'm more inclined to think they're just hooked up to some type of experiment thing, because that, you know what I mean. Like y'all must get that same vibe that like
the more we talk about it, the more I think it's either that or I'm still gonna go with an alternate reality, especially since you guys.
Well, the multiverse thing kind of
right, because I don't think it's time travel. I really don't. I don't think that's
either.
What's going on. Yeah, so
I don't think it's time travel. I think Vision's not alive. Like I think it is literally just her because she has like so much power. She's just created this world, is like trapped somewhere, and they're probably experimenting on her, but while it's happening, she just like dreams the life she wants. And then every time they try and snap her out of it, she's like, fuck you. And then just makes a baby. So
imagine.
That's a very weird theory. I like it. You should start a fucking thread on Reddit, dude.
I should. Everyone would hate it. They would all just message on it and be like, this is absolute shit.
Like, we're trying to really talk about what we think's going on, and this girl is just like promoting her podcast and telling us about these baby theories.
I'm just so worried about the child and what's going to happen to it if she's captured, you know?
Be interesting.
Also, it might just be in her head. I don't know. Babies make things complicated when it comes to being captured. So
yeah.
Also, your person who got you pregnant is not real and also dead. So, but it's interesting. It's an interesting theory, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
With you.
Real quick, was there, because I know we just, we talked about the episode and just a lot of things like what happened, our theories, and like what we liked.
I know we get lost in theories.
Well, no, that's fine. Was there anything like you guys like didn't like or just didn't feel too good about, or anything that stood out?
So far for me, no. Like, I mean, as in like there was nothing I didn't like. I thought it was really charming, and I think that's what they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
I do think. And this is just me being nitpicky. When the beekeeper got out of the sewer and like it was already really like ominous. You know what I'm saying, and
Omnipotent.
creepy. No, that's not what I was trying.
You tried, buddy.
And creepy. And then like right at the last second, he just goes and looks, and I was like, "Oh my god, that was so corny."
I
Like
was.
it was creepy enough.
It was.
And then he did the look, and I was like, "Oh, that wasn't necessary."
When he
But
did that, I
that's
was
just me
like,
being nitpicky.
when he did that, I was like, are we supposed to be able to tell who this is now? But I still
Yeah, man,
couldn't.
I paused it. I like looked in, but I know
I didn't pause it, but when he did it, I was like, "Vision?" Because like the outline of his face, I was like, "Why is Vision in a beekeeper suit?"
But that's what I thought. If I had to say it looked like anybody, I was like, it looks like Paul
Oh,
fucking
God.
Bettany again.
Yeah,
could be
that's
a
what it looked
theory.
like. But then somebody posted a picture of it on Twitter, and when I looked at it again, I was
Didn't
like,
look
"Oh,
like
that's
him.
like clearly not him."
Oh.
So- but yeah, other than that, I like super enjoyed the whole like theme that they were going for. I thought the jokes were like corny and funny, and like I
Which is
love
exactly
that.
what they were going for.
I
Right.
think Elizabeth Olsen is phenomenal when
Dude,
she
I
can
love her,
like
man. She's
when
so
she
good.
can be put in a role like this where she can like shine with
Like act,
not just being
actually
like
act,
all
yeah.
like depressed and upset,
Right.
like she can actually do other things. I think it's great. So I think it was all really wonderful. I loved
Yeah, I mean,
it.
I can't even imagine, like, because there's obviously just so many tiers of being an actor, right? And like so many people are good at certain things that it's like, and I think everybody in the MCU for the most part is really, really talented. But like, you take these two and you're just like, hey, we're gonna make a TV show about y'all, but it is gonna be like fucking like curveball. And like the fact that like just right off the bat, episode 1, that like both of them are this good in it and just seem like this natural and comfortable, like hats off. Because I mean, I always knew both of them were great actors, but like. I mean,
Well,
just totally like they still
Not
feel like
Paul.
themselves. Yeah, except Paul Bettany. Fuck Paul, Paul Bettany. But no, like both of them just like they seem like their characters still, but they're just totally different in a way that's like that's got to be so hard to like stay true to the character that you've been playing in all these movies, and then also be like just nailing this like this comedy side of it like this.
I'm just glad it's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Dude, yeah, no, I mean, I ended up liking it a lot more than I was expecting to, or even hoping. I just wanted to enjoy it for the most part.
Yeah.
And no, I mean, I love it. Like, it's really fucking, it's good, man. It
Yeah,
Do
really
you have
is.
anything you didn't like about it, Omar?
Not really. I mean, I wasn't too keen on Vision. Just like from the first half of the first episode, but yeah, like towards the second half, and then man, dude, that second episode was just like, I honestly like, he's fun, man.
Yeah.
He's a fun
He
guy.
was fun.
Yeah.
I will admit that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just glad to see the show like start off so strong because, and we're all biased because we love Star Wars. So like I think all of us loved even season 1 of Mando, and like the first episode of Mando is incredible. But I think for me, watching the very first episode of Mando the first time, I like my expectations for that show were through the roof, and where we're at now in it, it's exceeding them like
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think the very first time we watched the very first episode, there were a couple things about it that felt a little more like made for TV than I thought they would.
Yes.
And I remember
Totally
just
see what you're
having
saying.
that. It wasn't like I was let down, but it was just a slight, just like readjusting my expectations for it. And then whereas this show, like I'm just glad to see that right off the bat, this feels like MCU movie quality, and obviously they're smart about it because this is very visually not like they're filming it in black and white letterbox like a old TV show for the most part, but like it just everything about it just feels up to snuff like just right off the bat, and I love that.
Yeah. No, man, I agree. I mean, dude, I just got like this like sense of like joy, like
Yeah.
like genuine joy. Just
And
okay,
maybe
like,
that's
this is
some of it.
MCU.
Maybe like
Aw,
honestly,
look how cute you guys are.
things just keep going right for the MCU. Like even through all of this, like I almost wonder if the fact that we've been starved MCU content for over a year now, like just
Maybe it
even
helped?
helps this. Like, would we be
Yeah, I
looking
was
at it the
thinking
same
that
way?
too.
I think we would because it just feels like super quality. But like,
Mhm.
I don't know. Like,
I'll say this though, if like we got this like right after Endgame or right after like
Yeah.
just any MCU project, it would definitely be more of a shock, right? Because it's just completely like it's a whole nother thing.
yeah,
It's like nothing we've seen in the MCU in any of the movies and any even the scenes or anything like that. Like we've never seen this type of humor, right? So I think now that it's been so long since we've had like anything MCU related. It was just kind of easy to get into, and like I was just like excited to start it, you know.
me too.
You know what I noticed too? Whenever like you go to watch it, I think I'm not positive because again, I was probably like super tired when I started this, but I think it had like under the description, one of them was horror, and I loved that
Really, I didn't
because
see that.
because that's something too. I feel like the MCU looks like it's about to start playing with that a lot, which I
Mhm.
am super for because I know it's not going to be like horror, which I
It's gonna
hate.
be like, yeah,
But
it's
for
gonna be horror
this,
for the
it's like for
children.
like the creepy like thriller stuff. I feel like this is the first we're seeing of them try and be creepy, like and actually be creepy, not like
It worked, man. I
scary.
was
It's
creeped
like
out. I was,
creepy.
yeah, yeah. It's
I was
not like jump
screaming.
scares or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it's like you were fucking screaming.
Yeah, I was about to say what?
Yeah, I opened up my window and I was just yelling out the window. I was like, ah!
But no, I'm like super. I'm like all I can say is if this is how it starts off, I'm like so excited to see how it's going to continue. And I'm also super pumped to see how the rest of the shows will be. Because I already think they look cool as hell. And then seeing this is like the way they're deciding to start it off, I'm like,
Right.
sweet,
Yeah,
perfect.
I'm here for it.
Awesome, guys. I'll give you an A. Kevin Feige, I give you an A.
Consider me
He's
impressed.
going to be really excited to hear that from me.
Oh, I'm
gonna
sure.
say.
An A, not an A plus, an A.
We're on
Yeah,
board,
well,
Mr.
you-
Feige. You've
You
done
gotta-
nothing
You
wrong.
got to give him
but-
somewhere to grow.
Yeah,
You know?
no, that's true. I like that. I like that.
Oh man.
So, dude,
Alright.
I mean, I feel like we've talked out this episode, these 2 episodes,
Hell yeah.
really.
We sure did.
I mean, we actually could talk longer, but we don't want to bore you with more of our discussion.
That's true.
So,
I feel like, yeah. Hopefully anybody watching this watch the episodes.
but so far, I think we'd all 3 of us would give this a solid 2 thumbs up. Like
2 thumbs.
Oh, absolutely.
hardcore,
If I had 3 thumbs, dude,
shoving them thumbs up there.
I'd be sticking
Oh my
everything up.
God. Jesus.
Oh man. All right. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up for you guys. I wanted to throw out there too, if you want to follow us on any social media, so far we have 2 of them. It's Twitter at again press. Our little guy down there, Omar. Well, he's down
Actually,
there for me. I don't know where he is for y'all.
No, on wait, give me a
He's
second.
up there.
No, point. He's below you, but he's to your right.
Okay.
No, it's to your left,
This-
actually. Sorry, I forget your flip. There you
This
go.
fella,
Nailed it.
he was sweet enough to make our social medias. So you can find us Twitter again, that's again press. And then on Instagram, it's press play again, the normal name.
We keep asking
Clearly,
him.
a lot of people make Twitters, so we
Yeah,
couldn't.
It was taken. Yeah.
We keep
I
asking
like
him.
again press.
We keep asking him, Omar, where's the Facebook? And he's like, dude, I don't know. Facebook just won't let me make an account.
Bro, I tried making it
Solid,
once
dude.
and it didn't work, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just not even gonna try. But yeah, no, I'll probably try like.
We'll
again
get
in a
there
week.
eventually.
cares?
Yeah.
But so far, you can follow us on those 2 things, and probably nothing's posted yet, but it will be, and you can count on it.
We're planning a
so.
soft launch, guys.
Yeah,
because it's like,
soft launch.
we want expectations to be low, so we're just kind of
Real
releasing these
softcore,
episodes.
you know?
If you're catching these, good for you. You're still in the shadows right now. You're still the test program. Like we haven't put this out in the social media ether yet. And then when we're ready, we're gonna
Ether.
launch, and all this shit's already gonna be there, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my god,
So much.
podcast of the year." So
But yeah, you can do that, and then also again to remind everyone, these will be posted every Friday night for your enjoyment and your pleasure. So hop on that whenever you want.
sounds so
to.
sexual.
Anyway, that's the end of this show, guys. We've loved to have you. This was Press Play again.
See you next time.